it is time to make tier lists. I'm gonna rank these. First off, spoiler warning for version 8, if you want to drive it still. I'm gonna rank these based on how much I like them. That's about it. Alright. We'll say peak. Release the space. Okay. And then, why did I include this? I hate it. So first off, I want to put my own. like the fact that it's named after me is just so sad. I hate it. I hate it, bro. It's like frame rate is shit because you can see everything, and like it's just sad. And there's like this there were like flower pots I had to replace, and there's stained glass and this it makes you shit bricks for the entirety of one boat through the chapter. It's like I don't like it. I'm very sad. What does this do? Oh. Alright. Anyways. And then we'll say like we'll say like meh here. See meh. Average. What happened to my thing? Why did I write math? What am I what am I doing? Alright. I think overall it's cool, just because like it's the start. That's kind of, oh no, I mean like you get the advancement, which is pretty cool. So I guess we'll throw that there. Overall A, it's like well, you get some pixel arts, I think, right? Yeah, it's kind of a lot of stuff. Amplified is pretty cool. I'll somewhat sort within the tiers. Amplified is kind of cool, because there's a lot going on. There's like a Kira's section. There's a lot of pixel arts and are there pixel arts? Maybe not. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna add like a. I want to add more tiers, but I don't know how. I don't know. Lush Caves. This is kind of cool. Honestly, maybe A. Just because it's like on the water sections. Yeah, I think it's just overall pretty cool aesthetic. Playing Flower Fields, this has gotta be like fucking peak, bro. like you got big boy drop, you got pixel art, you got like just good decoration, you got chains and stuff, you got like the Alessandro Toki Friendly Foe area, right? Like you got like it's just peak, bro. It's just peak. Yeah, I think. Maybe we'll see what I think there. Obsidian Tunnel is just kind of like whatever. It's just filler. It's just going from one place to another, and it's kind of shit. Shapes is a new state here. Just because it's one of my favorites in terms of chat. Okay, fine, I'll throw it here. It's one of my favorites in terms of just like decoration. Like you see me spam the shit. Like I use it like twice in the fucking second WLC video. It's like the first thing in WLCBA. Like yeah, I think it's awesome. So yeah, I like it. Pillars, meh. I'd say it's kind of average. Just cause I don't know, it's just pillars. Yeah, it's just overworld of pillars. And yeah. Team C's. You know, I'll add a tier below. We'll say this is D. Okay, well, you know what, we'll do this. And we'll say like, we'll say E, I guess. And then we'll do like that, and like we'll say like F is like that, I guess. Let's say that. Team C's is kind of like slightly below average. Oh, is that actually on? I mean, it's cool because the video and like the fact that Team C is like the Mr. Beast thing. Mr. Beast Mark Rober thing from years ago. So that's cool. So I guess we'll say slightly. I could add more tiers. I wanted to add more tiers, right? I wanted to say like... Yeah, well, I'll just add more tiers if it comes to it. Sponge... Like, I'm kind of low-key... Maybe not, like, proud of it. Low-key proud of it. Because, like, it's so simple, the decoration, and you gotta do so much with it. Like, the fact that, like, you know, you can do these wall taps at this height. You have these wall taps, and you can do this, like, tempo of track building. And at, like, this height, and then it's different, and, you know, and so on. I think it's cool in that regard. So I'll say slightly above average. At least, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'll... Also, I'm recording the right screen, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Meh. Okay, I'm not gonna tier above. Alright. I'm not gonna do the color stuff yet. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna rename everything there. Sure. Jardon... It's cool because water, but I like it a little bit. I like it more than these ones, so yeah, okay. Okay, fuck it. I'm thinking too much, bro. Like this is like average. This is cool. This is launch cap peak. This is cool because I like the decoration a little bit. F52 is average. 152 is a little bit above average. Cupcakes is peak. It's like it's the first instance of like ice as like part of the terrain. So that's sick, dude. Who are you? Wait, that comes right after Cupcakes, so that's insane. Who are you is just cool, because like it. I mean, if you don't understand the name, it's kind of like how you drive this to like can tell me a lot about who you are and what mental state you're in right now. Like if you're just kind of skipping all the torches, it's like okay, this guy just doesn't give a shit. But you know, if like you're like going like if you're trying to stay on every freaking torch, like not even within the light, but like on every single torch, then it's like, oh, he's like really dedicated, or like he's like really perfectionist, or you know, whatever. Like, you know, it gives you more insight than other chapters do, on like what kind of person you are and like what you're kind of doing right now. So I think that's cool. It's unique and yeah, I just like it. I'm gonna add a row above for that. Yeah. This is average. I do like it for like it's kind of monochrome background. Like this is why I used it. It's like it doesn't have anything like insane. I mean, okay, I use it because it has a monochrome background, like black and white and gray. But then like it has these like random like colorful squiggles just like kind of everywhere. Where'd they go? Which I thought was just kind of cool. Tracks has gotta be like at least here. Like I think it's gotta be fake. I will say this shit sucks to make because you had to, especially tracks 2. Track 2 sucked to make. It was so demoralizing. Like it put me back so much. Like I would spend so much time working on it. But like it'd be so demotivating because it's like so much shit. Like I have to make all the schematics. I have to like figure out how I'm going to order them. For tracks 2, I got permission from all the track builders. For tracks 1, I kind of just yoinked everything because like my position in the community back then was way different than it is now. Like I was like one of the biggest guys. Like I was kind of Chad. Like I was like, bro, like I'm cool with literally everyone. Like Doing Cool would not care if at the time if I put Doing Cool ring in. I think. At least that's what I thought at the time, so yeah. I only asked for permission for, like, Boat Rage, and one called, Overgrown, because that was on, like, the Open Red Sun Engineers the Ore's Discord, or the Ore Minecraft server, which is where Digitalis comes from. But yeah, no. So like, there's that, and you have to piece it all in, and that, like, especially for the tracks too. Tracks have gotten bigger over time, way bigger. So making schematics takes longer, pacing them takes way longer. If you're wrong, it's just cooked. Like, so, like, if you pace it incorrectly, so it's just so sad. So, in terms of making it, it's like, fuck me. But like, in terms of the concept and like, it's just like, it's gotta be peak, bro. It's gotta be peak. Flying Warp Force is kind of like whatever. Joy the Duck is kind of like whatever. I think it's cool with decoration and stuff, but it's kind of whatever. Yeah. Pop Ava, yeah. This is like, it's cool that Blue made it, or most of it, or at least some of it, like, came over to my house and, like, you know, we sat down and made it. But the fact that it's so long, and it's just like, yeah, I feel like the length of that one day checkpoint kind of takes away from the chapter. It's not like anything new. Like, we've already done an overworld, we've had pillars, like, we've done multiple amplifieds now at this point. Like, we've done, like, Mesa. It's like, there's nothing new in the overworld at this point in WLC, or like in the point of making it, but like, it just stretches so long. It's not like we have like any pixel arts or like any like big boy drops or anything in there to kind of like spice things up. It's just kind of just going, which I don't like very much. Yeah. No. I don't know. Like, it's meh. It's cool. Okay, so this was a very polarized one, right? On one hand, it's the most boring thing ever because it's literally just a straight line. But not even just a straight line. It's like there's like it shifts to the left a little bit over time, and then eventually shifts to the right over time, which means you have to like not just zone out. Eventually you'll have to lock back in, like, you know, adjust and stuff. If you don't just like set a straight line angle, like set yourself at like y, like pitch or whatever, yeah equals like 180 or whatever, right? That's one hand. The other hand, especially depending on how you're playing WLC, you might just like need to eat dinner or something. Like, you might want a break. And that's something that like these water elevators and stuff in general is kind of like, it's nice to have water elevators, and you can just like look at a different screen for a few seconds, or, you know, like get a drink of water, and that's awesome, right? Desert Bus is like 10 minutes of that. It's not as brain dead as water elevators, but like it's still nice, right? Sometimes. So it depends on like how you're playing it, and what kind of person you are, if you find it boring or not. So I don't know. There's also a reference to like the video game called Desert Bus, which is like 12 hours of just like being a bus driver. It's like a really old game, which is kind of funny because now it's in WLC, and, you know, it's the long track. I don't know. I think it's above average. I like it. Balls of Fire, Waterworld, kind of meh. I do like that it's block stop edges. That is a nice change of pace. It actually is really nice. I forgot about that. No, that's really big, because that's a kind of, I know that it's this brush is, where is it? This brush is used a little bit in some other chapter, but it's mainly used here. And like that, the fact that it has a different like brush, like with the off-road edges, is pretty nice as it's a change of pace. We've had like there's 36 other chapters that are just like, you know, or like, you know, 30, like minus the tracks, and I guess minus like, you know, most of the chapters are just like no, like just air off-road or air edges, right? But the fact that this is like off-road is pretty nice. I enjoyed it when driving it. I should honestly, for version 9 or whatever, I should have at least some chapters that have off-road edges. If whenever I'm not, it's not if, it's when I get around to making version 9. Let's Streams 2 is kind of meh. It goes lower in my brain just because it's like so short, and like especially because like, you know, years ago, like version 5 and so, Lush Cage is like one of the favorite chapters, So the fact that I just kind of gave it like a minute and a half, like that's it. Like, if people were looking forward to it and I just kind of did this, it's like a disservice, right? So yeah, not very nice. PMC project is kind of just like, it's like an overworld, but with better decoration. And like, the thing is, this is like a project, like a community-wide project, like years ago. I say community-wide. It was pitched to be community-wide. It was supposed to be community-wide. It was like 95% me. Like, I had like Yo Bromix and Akira help me. Most people don't even know who Yo Bromix is. I don't even know if that's what his name was. I think that's what his name was. I might be wrong. But yeah. And then Akira made like the ruins. Like that one area, it's like 30 seconds. I did the entire rest of everything. I got the world on the server. I made the brush. I used the brush. Yeah. But that being said, it's so cool. Like, yeah, the intention was, let's use this as part of WLC. But then, like, the map was so big that I didn't know how to transfer it into the WLC world, because it's centered around 0, so if I just like copy paste the region files, it'll like kill a lot of chapter 1 because it'll just overwrite the region files, and that, like, no, we don't want that. So I eventually found like software that would be able to like transfer, like move region files around. I don't remember what it's called, but no, like, I think it's really cool that we finally got it in WLC. Yeah, something that's cool. Noodles, I like it, just because, like, it's so different. In terms of gameplay, it's not very different at all, but the decoration is kind of cool. Lucky, I thought that was Oven. I thought I was looking at Oven. Wow, I did not do a good job with some of these pictures. It's kind of cool. Meh. It's kind of cool because like the practiced ground and like how it gets really thin at spots. This was like one of the scariest chapters for one boat, because like this like can get really thin like on like the practiced ground with the holes in it, and there's also like a 3-block wide road at some parts, and it's just like, bro, it's really scary. Speaking of scary for one boat, Teradith, most of it's okay, but there's some parts that are like blue ice 5-block wide, and there's some parts that like get like really, really, really thin consecutively and like too quick to like react to always. So you kind of have to like, I don't know how to explain it. Teradith is like, okay, obviously it's like the longest chapter by far. Like almost doubled, if not. Like, yeah, almost doubled the previous longest one. It's like almost 2 hours long now. And by the way, the reason for that is because like Teradith is like a mod that adds like a bunch of biomes and stuff. I think changes generation. It might change default generation and stuff. And it also like adds like new structures, like the giant ice spike spiral and a lot of cool villages and stuff like that. So Teradith is just cool in general. There's a lot of cool biomes in it that I wanted to hit. And the reason why it's so long is because like there were a lot of biomes everywhere in the world that I wanted to hit. Like a lot of biomes that Teradith added that were really cool I wanted to hit. But they were super spread out, so I had to go to all of them. So yeah. But I also took my time in doing it, because like there's a lot of signs around that chapter that say it's about the detours, and like the idea was like WLC is supposed to be long, so let's make it long. like I don't think like people shouldn't be complaining that I'm making a long track long. In retrospect, I understand that like if you make a chapter too long, that gets annoying, right? It's not the fact that the track is long, that's fine, but the fact that the chapter's long. When so many other chapters are about like 30 minutes, that's where it can kind of get annoying. So sure. I like Teradith though. I like Teradith. It's like maybe like around there. Just because it's also the first time I used a mod, right? Literally everything else was like basically unmodded. Okay, besides like tracks and besides PMC projects, which like was a map that someone made using World Painter and stuff like that. Initially everything else is vanilla. Like, Noodles is data pack. Noodles was data pack. That was the first data pack. But like, a lot of these are the Infinity Snapshot. Some of these are just like world generation, like Lush Caves is just vanilla world generation. Like, you just go into settings while making a new world. So like, Terralist was the first time I used a mod, and Noodles was the first time I used a data pack. So I think this is cool as well. Because now we're opening up the door to like modded generation, and that opens a lot of doors. So that's cool. Now that's kind of average. Melancholy Backrooms is also kind of cool that I added it. It's like in a similar vein to like PMC project, in that like it's been kind of just lying around, and like it's essentially I made it. It's basically just WLC. Like, it's just WLC, but like on Melancholy Backrooms. And like, it's been in the back of my mind doing food in WLC actual, and I finally got around to doing it. Granted, it's not the longest chapter ever. I think it's like 20 minutes at best or something like that. But like, yeah, it's still pretty cool. So I like it. I think, yeah, something like that. The giant like uncolored Ivysaur as well, and like the what's his name? Initial D drinking coffee. Initial D guy drinking coffee. Is his name Takahashi? Hold on. Takahashi Initial D. Yeah, Ryosuke Takahashi. There it is. Yeah. So I like it. It's cool. Oven. It's alright. It's okay. It's like the third thing to use like the packed ice nether floor, which is okay. It has these like tunnel things, which is neat, but doesn't use them too much. I think uses them a few times, but not too much. I also like the fact that it is like actually just shouldn't like it looks like like it's using end blocks, like end stone and like purple stuff. And I think that's a cool theme. So decoration or like just theme wise, it's kind of cool. But I don't know. I'm not like too hyped about it. It's kind of like sure, whatever. Tracks 2 again has gotta be like and reiterating, like, it sucked ass to make. It was so sad. Like, if you look at like how far apart some of the checkpoints are, that's just because like I lost the motivation to make it. Like I was like I don't want to do this. I like started doing other projects and just kind of like put on the back burner, and it's like, yeah, I know. Like, I did not want to make tracks 2. Like, it's so annoying. But yeah, I'm glad I made it though. It's just like it's just tracks as a concept is just awesome. And then flashback finale, I like it, because it's a very clear indication, like, okay, WLC is ending now, like this is the last one, and it's cool to like kind of like recap everything. So I think it's a cool concept, so I like it. Maybe not peak, but yeah. Alright, well, I mean, that's all of them. I'm gonna want to go through, let's order within tiers. I want to set aside, like, you know what, let's make a obligatory high rating of tracks. Got, like, yeah, you know, you can make it like red or whatever. I might get rid of this row later, but like I just want to look at these 4. Oh man, maybe gallery actually goes like down here or something, because it's really cool, but it's not like, I don't think of it super highly in my head. It's definitely these 3. I think, like, yeah, like I know shapes. I know floating flower fields is like really highly rated in my head. I think Cupcake also is really cool. Because this is like the first Woodland Mansion. There's like a cool like checkerboards brush that I started to use and like did some cool stuff with. Of course, it's like the first time you actually drive on the terrain itself, which is huge. That's insane. Yeah, I think like the colors are cool. Um, yeah. But is it the best? Okay, which one do I like the most? I think I might just go like this. Man, I don't know. It's really hard. I don't like Tracks and Tracks 2 as much as these three. So yeah, I guess this is fine. I don't know. I think I'm shape-spilled. Like, okay, well, there is no, like, objective best one, of course. But, like, it's, like, there's no, like, objectively ranking these. Because, like, I mean, this entire tier list is just subjective, like, what I like, if I like it or dislike it. I can understand that people wouldn't like shapes as much as I do. And I don't really understand why I like it as much as I do either. It's cool, but, like, is it that cool? Is, like, the best one cool? You know, maybe it is Cupcakes. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll say shapes. Yeah, we'll say shapes. Yeah, sure. Okay, and then yeah, sure. PMC project. Yeah, no, it's this. Yeah, I like these. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe like that. Not copy back rooms. Yeah, sure. Maybe. Yeah, sure. Just because of the TMC's collaboration thing. And that. Honestly, this might just go back down to that. It's kind of like whatever. I like that a lot. I like that. Like that. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna make a bonk. Sure, I guess. I guess I can go like there. And maybe that, yeah, I think that goes like here, sure. Maybe like that, actually. Meh. Yeah, sure. Honestly, it's kind of like whatever. Like, it's cool and it's difficult, like visualize and stuff, but like it's kind of just like whatever. I don't know. I'm checking out. Oh yeah, here's where the brush was used too. Okay, well. Actually, I like this one a lot. I like the roof too. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Another oven. Sure. Isn't it really that good though? Well, it's average. Honestly, actually, yeah, like this, maybe. And then maybe like that. Sure. Yeah. I think that's just my least favorite, which is really, really funny because it's named after me. And by the way, it's not like I named it after me because I like it. It's because I named it. I named it this because like if you do /warp, set the laser slot, /warp set the laser slot, while in whatchamacallit, Infinity Snapshot, this is what you get. Let me yeah. Like that's why some of these are like that's why Joy the Duck is named Joy the Duck. Because at the time I didn't even really know him that much. I think he just had like a somewhat random like I didn't know him too well. So that's why that's named like that. That's why Pop Ava is named that. That's why Cupcakes is named that. That's why Oven is named that. That's why like a lot of these are named how they are. Yeah, that's why it's called Saturday Slot. Okay, and then we'll get rid of the letters. Sure. Honestly, it kind of goes like that. Yeah. And then average. We'll say like meh. Oh, not meh. Honestly, just make it down. Just kind of not. Yeah, honestly, like this goes like here. Maybe just like this, honestly. Yeah, sure. Kind of whatever. Yeah. These lush caves kind of cool. Those lush caves. I think that's about it. Yeah. I like sponge. I like sponge. I like this more. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. I suppose. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Okay, that's about it. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna post this now on Laser. Bye. Bye.